Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple and Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Aries full supermoon. We are also going to talk about the mini moon that has just decided to add itself to our astrology or our cosmos, right? I am going to be offering some free and paid mini readings today, guys, and I am going to be reading for the collective. Don't forget, we are multi streaming, so we are on three different platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. And Jenna has my attention right away. Says, I'm in the hospital. I'm okay, just needing some TLC and respite, so I will be back in touch ASAP. Well, Jenna, we are sending you all of our love and hopes that you get better very, very quickly and back to your comfortable home. Vanessa is joining us on Facebook, Michelle on YouTube, Diana, Sandra. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, everyone. I want to start right away. There's so much to talk about with the moons, especially the Aries full moon. It's so weird to me how I kept preparing for this live, and it's like, really, I'm looking at the moon phases on a pretty regular basis, but it's like the Aries full moon always, and it seems like it happens every year, just tries to like evade me. Does that make sense? It's like it sneaks up on me, and it's like, what? It's the Aries full moon, what? But let's start with the Earth's second mini moon, right? Have you guys heard about this? Earth has a second mini moon. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. They're calling it the 2024 PT5. It's actually an asteroid, guys. It's an asteroid. And it came from the Arjuna asteroid belt. I'm sure I probably said that wrong. It is said to be returning to our orbit again in 2025. So it came in on September 29th. It's going to leave on November 25th. It's going to stay in its trajectory and its path that it's going through and said to return back again in 2055. So when I asked my AI secretary what effects was happening to Earth with this, second mini moon, or to us as well, I did get a little bit of information, and I know we all have our own opinion of the AI, right? When you're running a business completely by yourself, it definitely comes in very handy. But my AI secretary did tell me that the tides could be higher or lower, and there really could be more than two high tides per day. All of this energy could be impacted, definitely depending on like the mass of the object. And then but I think this is all really interesting because we've been having all these like really weird hurricane weather, right? And so, I mean, it's said that it's actually not impacting us because they say that it's the size of a bus. So you can't see it. So if you try to look like through your telescope, you wouldn't be able to see it. You have to have like a really extra powerful lens telescope to be able to see this orbiting our moon. And it's saying that because it's such a small object that it's actually not going to impact us. But again, this is the same people that told us that, Pluto wasn't a planet. So I feel like we got to, take that with a grain of salt, right? All right, so let's get to the Aries Hunter Moon. So this is a full super moon. It's going to come in on October 17th. The peak illumination is going to be at 7:26 a.m. Eastern time for all my Eastern time friends. Because it will be below the horizon, you're actually going to have to wait till sunset to watch it rise up and take its place in the sky. And just like the September harvest moon, it will rise at the same time for about 3 nights. It is said to be bringing in early light for harvesting and hunting, hence the name, the Hunter Moon. The October Hunter Moon will orbit the closest to Earth, any closer than any other moon, including the other three super moons. So this will be the largest full moon of 2024. And here's an interesting fact about the September and October full moons. They are the only moons that are not named for like folklore or colonial America or Native American folklore. These two moons are the only moons that are tied to one astronomical event, and that is the autumn and fall equinox. So the harvest moon will be the one that is closest to the equinox, and the hunter's moon will always follow. This year, the harvest moon occurred on September 17th, and the hunter's moon was exactly one lunar cycle after on October 17th. All right. I guess will be. Will be. All right. So let's talk about the energies that are associated with the Aries supermoon. You can see them on your screen there. I put decision making, communication is going to be impacted with this moon. Power plays are going to happen with this moon. Travel is going to happen with this moon. Conflicts should be on that list, but of course I forgot to add it. So just make sure if you're taking notes, to add conflicts, especially with this Aries supermoon, right? So let's break those down and talk about each one of those. Decision making. So this moon is actually going to enhance your decision making skills. I say yay, right? We need all the help we can get right now. But Aries is known for being a quick decision maker. So if you feel like you struggle going back and forth, or you've had something on your mind that you need to make an important decision about, this full moon could definitely help you with those skills. And communication. So here's how communication is impacting. Aries not really known for communication, right? At least not the good type of communication. But Jupiter is actually going to be retrograde in the third house during this lunar event. So you want to be extra careful with promises and agreements. Conflicts, again, because, not surprising for Aries. But here's the interesting part about this full moon is these are long-standing arguments, like could resurface or come up to the surface, especially in a home or family situation. So you want to implement compassion, understanding, self-care. Really, you want to implement everything that you know, right? Power plays. So for those of you that are out in the professional working world, are you ready? This is a time to be extra cautious and watch your back. I know I don't want to be the one to tell you, but I want to be the one to tell you. And sadly, what's going to happen with this moon, I feel like because it's such a moon, I feel like that what's more likely to happen is something you're going to experience something in the professional working world situation, and you're going to be like, oh, Rosa said to watch my back. Actually, then being able to catch the disloyalty before it happens. Again, Aries supermoon. So just letting you know. My advice is that your loyalty says more about you than anything else, right? So keep that in mind. And those are just my thoughts, my personal opinion. That is going to be all the Aries in my chart. Loyalty, of course, very, very important. All right. And then the last thing for this full moon, Aries full moon energy, for those of you that are traveling, so if anyone is traveling over the full moon lunar event, you could experience good luck when it comes to your travel plans. All right, so here's my advice for this very powerful, feisty full moon. Be extra cautious. Be extra cautious with your words. Be extra cautious with your heart. Be extra compassionate at this time. I feel like we're all kind of, we're building up to this moment in time in history, right? And I'm not even going to get into the details of that. And I just feel like as this time is building up, right? And let's just compare it to Pluto moving into Aquarius on the 19th of November. That's close enough, right? It's like as this end of an era is here, I feel like the energies are going to feel really intense. I feel like we're going to be quick to temper. I think that we're going to be quick to anger, quick to get frustrated. I had my friend told me today, he said, I feel like I'm mad inside and out. And I thought that was just the perfect way to describe this Aries Hunter moon. And not just anger, it's frustration. It's frustration. And I'll give you an example. Those of you that watch TikTok, I love TikTok. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm just in love with TikTok. And I know some of you are like, I hate TikTok. And I'm like, I don't know how, but I guess, I understand that the algorithm works different for all of us. But there is this one lady on TikTok. Her name is Mama Tot. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her before. Mama Tot is like a very big TikToker. I don't know how many millions of followers she has over there. But she is somebody who is just very compassionate and kind and caring. And I don't know. I can't say enough about this lady. She's so compassionate. She's so like she wants to help people, and she made this video. She posted this video not too long ago, well, just a couple of days ago, and it was an "I'm mad" video, and she just kept talking about. She's like, "I'm so mad," and some of you may have seen it, but she actually had to take it down. But the video was about her anger and frustration to the hurricane relief response. That was what her video was about. And she actually ended up getting bullied by a lot of people online that had seen the video and left some nasty comments. And other people, like other creators, tried to make her video sound like it was more like political based, which I actually seen the video before it was taken down, and I don't remember seeing or hearing anything political about it. In fact, I just recently found out like who she's voting for, and I would have never known by her videos. Like I don't feel like she really, like puts any type of political, stance on any of her videos that she puts out there. So I was just really shocked by that. But in the video, she was talking about her frustration. She was just so angry and so mad. And I just want to say, I was just using that for an example, but um, politics is going to be the thing that probably is going to light the fume or light the flame, right? Especially in like home and intimate family situations. So you just really want to be extra cautious, we're extra compassionate, extra understanding with all of that. And just so you know, I honestly do not care who you're voting for. I swear to goodness, I do not. It does not impact like how I feel about anyone. I know that like I understand how the algorithm can send certain people certain messages and certain videos, and there's algorithms on everything, not just YouTube, not just TikTok. So it's like I know that we can be influenced by certain things, and certain things can happen in our life that can influence us. And honestly, I really just don't care. I feel like it's more about, are you a good person or not? Like, how do you treat other people? Are you kind? Are you compassionate? Really, that's, I feel like, what's important, right? So yes, guys, extra cautious with the Aries full moon on October 17th. All right, let me show you guys what we're going to be doing tonight. So I am going to be offering the Aries Hunter Supermoon reading for free. General guidance, of course, for free. Talking to heaven, always for free. I am offering a twin flame energy exchange reading. That Pluto reading, I'm going to keep up probably till the end of 2024. I feel like Pluto is really impacting a lot more of us than we think or than we know, honestly. And if you guys are interested in learning more about Pluto in your own chart, guys, I would recommend checking out my Etsy shop or my personal website. There are some astrology consultations that could help you with that information. So I'm offering that reading throughout the rest of the year. But tonight we have a special energy exchange reading. I created this Aries Hunter Moon reading for one and desires. And that's going to be a little bit more detailed than the free reading that I'm offering tonight. So $10, easy cheesy, Cash App link right there on your screen. Here is the free reading that I'm going to be offering everyone. We're going to look at your current energy. Inner child wound is going to be really important with this Aries full moon. I feel like it's something that's going to like pop up to the surface, and we're going to have to deal with, right? One of those situations where we're not going to be able to run from. Guys, I always offer the twin flame energy reading there. That is the detailed reading for $15. And I do have a special going. So if you purchase my 2025 astrology calendar or planner over on my personal website, you can get a free twin flame reading live tonight. All right, so let me get the screen back. Maybe. All right, just a second, guys. There we go. We have picture. I see a comment that says, "I'm glad you are safe, Katie." Jamila on Facebook wants to know if we're doing free readings. I love that. Diana said, "I think if you can't say something nice, scroll on." I know, right? Like, how angry of a person or like how sad of a person really do you have to be to stop and say something mean to someone who, um, like, I don't know. She's been on TikTok for like since 2020, and all her videos are nothing but compassion and kindness. And yeah, I was so blown away. But it's politics, and I'm telling you guys, politics is going to be fuel to the flame. All right. I'm going to start collective reading. And I did pull out the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Moderators are making a list over on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you, ladies, very much. Guys, if anyone does an energy exchange reading, please let us know right away. You do get to jump the free line, and that does include those of you that purchase the 2025 PLR Astrology calendar. And links for all of that is going to be in the description box. I've seen that Expect the Unexpected card. I forgot to turn the fan down. Does it sound like there's a train in here? Let me turn it down real quick. I'm in Kentucky, y'all. It is October 6th, and like it was hot. It was hot today. I had to do my activities day on the lake yesterday with the kids, and we had s'mores. We had to make a fire and do s'mores, and it was so hot and just unbelievable. I don't know, October, and I see people camping over in the tent camping area, and I was like, man, when they set their reservation, you know what I mean, to come camping in October, that they thought they were going to get fall weather, and here we were sitting out there sweating our butts off. Like Diana says, we hit 97 today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get started. See where everyone's at. I'm going to look at masculine energy first. We have the peace card coming out. That is the goal. It's number 28. The number could be significant. I'm definitely trying to figure out how to keep their peace, how to find peace, how to protect their peace. All right, let's look at the feminine energy, please. We have self-reflection, number 17. I know that's true for me, especially today. So divine feminine, you could be feeling like, okay, so here's how it's working out for me. For me, it's been working out. It's like it's showing, the spirit showing me all the things that did not work out previously. So in other words, like, let's not do this again type of situation. It's like when you're coming across a situation that maybe you have faced before, you're being asked to find a different approach. You're being asked to take a different action. Also could have something to do with understanding like your part in a situation. There's something about acceptance coming also with that self-reflection card. There's something about the way that she's holding her own hand. It's like you're coming to an acceptance. For those of you that are self-reflecting or seeing how like you played a part in a situation, I feel like there's maybe before you were beating yourself up about a situation, and it's like now you're understanding something or having more compassion for yourself in that situation. I had this weird conversation with someone last night that I don't know, I guess caused me to do some self-reflection, but honestly also made me realize like I took a path that was challenging, but had I stayed in the direction I was going, it could have been so much worse, right? Like I could have came across so many challenges and obstacles, and I'm glad that I detoured from that path. The expect the unexpected card keeps trying to come out. I know you're wondering, like, how do I know? Well, I burnt the tip of the card with a candle, so it's like I can see it every time. I have the gratitude card, number 23. Purity is on the bottom. Purity is going to be the overall energy, so it's about a clean slate. I just heard the word forgiveness. The purity card always shows me, like in my mind, I see this ski resort that used to be in the town I used to live. Well, I mean, it's still there. I used to be in the town it is, right? And it's like I just remember people getting really excited when we would get new snow because it would like take away all the tracks and you couldn't see, where everybody had been. It was like it was a clean slate. You got to start all over again, right? And that's the energy with the snow moon purity. All right, I'm going to clarify. I'm going to use the Modern Goddess Tarot. All right, let's look at that peace card for the Divine Masculine. I do feel like they're trying to protect their peace, trying to find their peace. Two of Swords is a feeling of stuck. Ten of Swords. Three of Wands. So Ten of Swords is painful life cycle. Two of Swords is stuck. Three of Wands is action towards their future. So there could be something about where this Divine Masculine is going that is robbing him of his peace. There could be something about this masculine not understanding or not knowing how to close out a painful life chapter, like not knowing what action to take. I just noticed her boots for the first time. They're purple, so I love them. But the interesting part about the Two of Swords is it's this energy that says like, I'm stuck. I don't know which way to go. Like I've landed on this rock and I think this is the only place I can be. She's blindfolded, so she doesn't see the other rocks behind her, like the other pieces of land. And a lot of times there's this water between those pieces of land, like these other landing spots, right? And they don't move because they feel like they may drown if they were to walk into the water. But the point of the Two of Swords is that the water is actually super shallow, right? Like it's they're going to be able to walk right through it and get to the next landing place. And they would know that if they took their blindfold off and just put their foot in the water. She has boots on, so that's interesting to me. It's almost like this divine masculine is preparing himself to close out a painful life chapter. But peace of mind is definitely the goal. I feel like they could be going somewhere with the Three of Wands. Like maybe actually traveling. All right, let's look at self-reflection for Divine Feminine. It was number 17. You have the Hermit. Look at the reflection. You see the mirror and the mirror. What a confirmation. We have the Six of Swords, being guided by spirit and justice. Libra energy coming out. This is the only major arcana so far. It's not true. The Hermit's a major arcana. The Hermit, Mercury energy. Mercury. If you're talking to Divine Feminine, you could be dealing with a Virgo. You could be self-reflecting about your daily practices or daily routine. You could be feeling like you're being guided by spirit. And I do feel like that is what's happening. I feel like for all Divine Feminines, we're experiencing this moment in time where it's like the injustice that was done to us. It's like spirit is guiding us in a way that we're going to be able to balance those scales out. And for some of us, I feel like we're seeing what has to be left behind. Gratitude is going to be the bridging energy. I do feel like the unexpected card was trying to come out. Yesterday morning, I woke up in this weird, it's not too weird. Okay, so I've not had a very comfortable bed for probably a year. For about 4 or 5 months, I slept on a twin mattress, like from 1979. And then for like the next 6 months, there was a couple, I was, also on my son's couch. Don't forget that part. And then I, had this, wonderful, it was actually a very comfortable air mattress. But air mattresses are made for camping, right? Like a couple of nights, right? Not like, day after day after day for 6 months. And I started to notice that like my back was hurting, my shoulders were hurting, like even my hips were hurting. I was like, man, I know I'm getting old, but have mercy. You know what I mean? And then, so finally the bed situation was fixed. Now there's this huge, nice, king size, beautiful bed. And so when something like that happens to you in life, right? Like this was probably, I don't know, the second or third morning that I had woken up on this new bed. I mean, the gratitude was just like pouring out of me, right? I just could not. I was so grateful. Like I didn't hurt. I woke up. I wasn't sleepy. I wasn't tired. I didn't feel like I'd been tossing and turning all night. You know what I'm saying? Beds are important, y'all. Beds are important. It's like when you're intoxicated, you can sleep anywhere, but when you're sober, it's like you have to really pay attention to your sleep routine. You know what I mean? Sandra, 1979. I just say that's when I was born. I just say that because I know, it's old. But yeah, gratitude. immense gratitude. Something else that happened to me that I want to share with you guys, especially about the gratitude. Um, I was really struggling with my summer job. So when I first got there, I was really excited to be back on the lake, right? Because I had worked there before and I had spent several seasons there, and I just remembered it to be such a wonderful place, right? It is where I had my spiritual awakening. It is where I met my twin, right? So it is like where all of that stuff happened, and so it was like, um, I don't know, like a special, like, I don't know, full circle type of situation. Um, Unfortunately, as the season went on, I didn't feel the same. I struggled with, um, like, it just wasn't the same, and I couldn't figure out like what was different, in me. Like, why didn't I? What was different with the place? Like, why didn't I like it? What was? And I kept trying to figure it out. Like, what was going on? And my friend told me. He said, well, when you were there last time, he said, you know, you were drinking and you weren't sober. And he's like, now, you're working there now. Now you're sober. And oh my gosh, it hit me like a rock. Like, I didn't realize, like, I keep thinking like I'm the same person, because to me I'm the same person. I'm just a healed person. I used to drink a lot and I stopped doing that nonsense, right? So it's like, to me I'm the same person, but I realized, like, one, I'm not the same person that I was when I worked there the first time and I was drinking like that, right? And the place, of course, is not going to be what I thought it was, because, again, the drinking, right? So yeah, it was so weird that I kept trying to figure it out and trying to figure it out. But I mean, again, the gratitude that filled me when I realized, like, I'm sober. I'm sober. Right, I don't know. It's amazing. All right, let's look at it. Hierophant comes out. Spiritual beliefs, spiritual journey, because Knight of Pentacles comes out, and Ace of Cups. Yes, an overflow of gratitude. Four of Wands is on the bottom. This is what's going to bring this. So Four of Wands is going to be the overall, right? And it's like firm foundation, financial security. It's the 11-11, right? It's the twin energy. But I do feel like just we're all experiencing, I feel like, just immense gratitude in our journey and how far we've come. Some of you could also be having some intuitive hits about where you're headed, and that could be bringing you immense gratitude as well. All right, let's do head, heart, and higher self. I'm going to use the inner eye oracle. So masculine thoughts, feelings, and higher self lesson. We have rest in the headspace. That's what they need and want. We have work in the heart space, worries in the heart, in the higher self. This is always going to be about over worrying. This is where your faith is lacking, right? Like, the fear is overtaking. So there's some over worrying happening. This is a message from divine masculine to divine feminine, because it's in the heart space. And it's about wanting things to work out or work together. All right, let's look at divine feminine. Have the passion card. It is in reverse. We have the opportunity card. And the family card, higher self. We do have the advisor on the bottom. So the passion card, the flame, I think in the headspace, you're trying to like keep the temperament down, especially with this passionate Aries moon, right? In the heart space, I feel like the message to divine masculine is about this opportunity of freedom. And it's also actually also in reverse, so that's interesting. The family card here in higher self, I feel like right now family is the focus for divine feminine and really has been for quite some time. I think it's been about the protection of the family. All right. I'm going to pull from the Ascended Masters, Keepers of the Light Oracle. For guidance, and we'll close out the collective. We have Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Man, that couldn't be any more perfect. Look at that. Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. All right, guys, that's going to be your collective. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly and then we'll get to the list. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the collective. Does it feel like any of it resonates? More masculine or more feminine? I feel like I'm touching on the masculine a lot less than I used to, which is interesting to me. Love it. Dream sequence is more feminine, protecting my peace and family. All right, let me grab my little books here. Vanessa, hello. She's like, I'm first. Okay. So Vanessa on Facebook. Tammy on Facebook. Tammy wants general guidance. Jamila on Facebook. Sandra on YouTube. Dream Sequa. Michelle on Facebook. Diana on YouTube. Starluva on YouTube. And Junior wants to be added. So William on YouTube. And I think that's it. All right. Let me clear the screen. All right, I gotta grab my other water. Hold on just a second, guys. The new thing is water with lemon. Especially when it's this hot. And a new candle. Lavender and eucalyptus. I love it. I like that too, Diana. Diana says I felt a good, calm energy in the collective tonight. Anyone else? Sweet. Um, that is definitely a win right there. I don't know. I feel like I've been anything but calm. um, I don't know. As I've been going through all the eclipse energy and now this full moon energy, it's like, oh, Vanessa, you make candles? Tell me more. Vanessa makes candles. I've been wanting to learn how. I've been wanting to make candles. I got this idea. I'm going to Missouri next month to visit Sandra for her birthday. And I want to, we're going to be doing something with all her crystals. We haven't figured out what we're going to do yet. You know, us girls, we like to wait till the last minute. Sandra, Rosa too, me too, me too. But I seen this thing where you make what they call these intention candles. Have you guys heard of those? It's like where you get these little candles. I'll show you mine real quick. But it's like where you get these little size candles, not very big, you know what I mean? And you know, put crystals, like certain crystals for different intentions, you know, and then, you know, you meditate and stuff with them. But yeah, I've been wanting to do that. I know, Sandra, me too. Like I'm talking smack. I'm supposed to be making that breath meditation webinar with Dream Sequa. I started on it and I swear I have not found time to get back to it since that first day. And it's like, have mercy. I'm not complaining though. I'm not complaining. I like it when you guys keep me busy. Etsy shop is card up, guys. If anybody's looking for a private personal reading, you can always check out the Etsy shop. All right, Vanessa is first. Vanessa says I put crystals on top. You know, I got the idea from this candle that Sandra had given me for my, I don't know, she gave it to me for a gift, my birthday or something. I don't remember. But it had a little piece of amethyst. It may actually be up here because I keep it. I burned the candle. It also had a piece of lavender in it. And it had this little piece of amethyst. I'm not sure if this is the one. It might be. It might be this one. But yeah, it just. I kept it. I took it out once the candle like burned all the way down. All right. Oh yes, yes, yes. Let me see if I can pop it back up there really quickly. Is it? No, 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 no. There, that one. I don't have it like separate. It's all in that video. But I will tell you, guys, I made my 2020, and thank you for reminding me, Diana. I made my 2025 astrology calendar. So it has all the moon phases, full moon, new moon. It also has retrogrades. It even shows you what retrogrades like through the month. Like if, let's say, for example, Pluto's retrograding through the entire month of July, then it'll show you that it's in that retrograde for the entire month of July, right? And let's see what else. I put a little legend on each month so you can see like what all the little signs and symbols mean for each month, and you don't have to go look somewhere else. I also made a 2025 moon phase planner. And that moon phase planner has a lot of helpful information. I'll show you this one. It's this one. That's the one she's probably talking about. I don't think she even knew about it. She's just psychic. I made that earlier today too. But yeah, it's going to show you guys the moon calendar and moon phase planner. And you can only find that on my personal website. So on our PLR website, very exclusive. You cannot find it over on my Etsy shop. We can't find it with my Amazon journals. That is only over on our Fourth Wall website. So link is always in the description box for that as well. So what I'm doing today is if you purchase that calendar or that planner for $11.99, you can come back and tell me. I do get a notification, and then you can get a free twin flame reading. And that is going to be tonight only. Tonight only, guys. The next thing I have to make is the one sleeve, one sheet, all 12 months moon phases. I haven't made that yet. I know several of you guys have been asking me for it. I promise that as soon as I get it done, I will have that posted over on my website as well. I'm probably going to wait till it gets a little bit closer to the new year. And that's just a little something like one, you can print it and it's just one sheet and it shows you all 12 months, full moon, new moon. Super easy to work with. All right, so let's start with Vanessa's reading. And you are doing the Aries full moon, is that correct? So the healing free reading, I'm going to look at your current energy. I'm going to look at inner child wounds. I'm going to see where your temper may flare with this moon and how you can find balance. All right, here we go. So current energies, we have willpower coming out. It's number 13. The moon phases are also sticking out to me. So you could feel like these moon phases are really affecting you, really impacting you, and you're really having to use your willpower to get through certain situations. All right, let's look at inner child wound. That may be popping up to the surface. We have self-love coming out. So right away I heard mom. So you could have experienced something in your childhood, Vanessa, where you felt like you, I don't know. I'm 44 years old, and I'll just give you an example. Like my mom was not very, I don't know, touchy feely. She wasn't very like huggy, kissy. She was very kind of like drill sergeant type of mom. I was actually the same type of mom raising my kids. And I noticed like now that I'm older and they're getting older and now I have grandbabies and stuff, like now I want to kiss everybody, right? But when I when I was younger, I didn't. I just didn't. I don't know. I feel like I should have showed them much more affection in their younger years, right? So there could be something about that with inner child wounds. All right, let's see where your temper may flare with this Aries full moon. Abundance. Abundance is that card that says you have exactly what you need. So I feel like this is really collective energy, and I'm reading for Vanessa, but guys, let me know in the comments, like, how many of you feel this way? How many of you feel like you are tired of just barely making ends meet? Or you're tired of week to week paychecks? Like where you get paid on Friday, and then let's say, Monday you're paying all your bills. By Tuesday you're broke again. Now you got Wednesday, Thursday before you get paid again Friday, right? Like, how many of you are tired of that shit? Like, I know I am. um, that's why I created the PLR, right? But there is this energy here where you could feel like, yes, you're making it, or it's like, for some of us, it's like a spiritual thing. It's like, we're on this journey, we're having this awakening, we're trying to stay in the light, and we're trying to shine our light and help other people and be compassionate and understanding. And it's like, I can do that, but it's like, I'm tired of not having enough, or I'm tired of feeling like I'm in a lack energy, or I'm tired of feeling like I'm scraping at the bottom, or I'm tired of feeling like there's not enough to go around, right? It's like there's something about that type of energy. I'm also hearing too, though, that Spirit gets tired of hearing us say that we're tired of it, because again, gratitude comes into play, and there's something here about understanding that we actually have more than what we need. But there's sometimes it's like we allow different stresses in our lives to like distract us or detour us, or like not help us be able to see, um, you know, the good things that we do have, right? All right, let's see how you're going to be able to find some balance with this Aries full moon. So the beauty card comes out, a perfect reading. The beauty card talks about how um, you want to see the beauty of a situation. So a lot of times something could be, I feel like this is what's happening now. It's like by the end of this lunar cycle, it's very possible that you are able to look back on something that you've been going through here that could have something to do with like this lack of affection, where you realize like, wow, this is what I learned, or this is how strong it made me, or this is how wise it made me, or this is the abundance that it brought me, something like that. It's like you're going to be able to see the positive out of the situation. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, so next is Tammy. And that's why I was asking, because Tammy says general guidance. And I normally use the Queen of the Moon for general guidance, but we were going to use it tonight for the Aries moon. Let's pull a Keepers of the Light Oracle. All right. Is it Tammy? Yes. Tammy, could say hi to me in the comments, please. Perfect. All right. General guidance. So I normally just pull one card, but I just heard past, present, future, and a guidance card. So that's what we're going to pull. All right, let's get a past energy card. The Hermit comes out. It could be some dark night of the soul energy. It could be some self-reflection. There's something here about how loyal you are to yourself. Something about the dog is sticking out to me. All right. So we got present energy. We have Six of Wands. It's a victory. Six of Wands is about being noticed, recognized. You want someone to see you. The white horse is sticking out. All right, let's look at future energies. We have the Crone of Swords and Crone of Cups on the bottom. This is my clue card for Divine Masculine. That's probably who you need to talk to, right? So Crone of Swords is about communication, authenticity. It's the King of Swords, but I'm using the Modern Goddess Tarot. So Crone of Swords. It's like you've gained the knowledge, you've gained the wisdom, and it's like you're ready to communicate authentically. And I feel like it's also something about like opening up and becoming vulnerable. That could be a message here as well. But with that Crone of Cups on the bottom, it's like the overall energy. This is all about knowing what to say, being able to talk to someone, being able to communicate with someone noticing you so that you can communicate with them. But it's someone who you have very strong feelings for. Crone of Cups. All right, let's do a guidance card. El Moria, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. And the Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit. Express your gifts. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Next one is Jamila on Facebook. Thank you, Tammy. Alright, Jamila on Facebook. And then we have Sandra on YouTube. I know there's a little delay sometimes on Facebook. The lemon water, I'm telling you, like sometimes I can't even just stand to drink water. It just seems so plain and I just get so sick of it. And sometimes I feel like I'm drinking it and it's just like making me bloated and it's like not really like taking, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, there's something about putting a little lemon juice in, there's Jamila, in the lemon water that just really, I don't know, just changes everything. It's like suddenly it's amazing and I'm drinking so much of it, right? All right, Sandra, I'm gonna do yours right after Jamila on Facebook. Lemon water is cleansing. It is. I love it. All right, let me figure that out. All right, Jamila. Am I saying your name right? Is that how you say it, Jamila? It's so nerve-wracking over here on this side, y'all. Like when everybody comes in here with these beautiful names, and it's like I don't want to, like, slaughter it, mess it up, say it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like I get so nervous. All right, Jamila, Aries, full moon. She says at the end you're close. All right, let's get your current energy. Discernment comes out. It's number 10. The date, 10/10, could be important to you. But you're trying to understand something. You're trying to figure something out. You could be trying to work with something. This could just be about like the full moon, the astrology, the energies that you're feeling, understanding why. Let's look at inner child wound. We have realization. This is giving me that Alice in Wonderland type of energy there. But realization talks about it's number 3. So that could be significant, especially when we're looking at inner child wounds. But realization is like where you finally realize something. I think you have we all have inner child wounds. But I think you may have recently like realized why you do something a certain way or why you tolerate a certain thing. It's like you finally have some understanding or clarity in that situation. All right, let's look at where your temper may flare. Look at this. Your cards are coming out super easy. Fruition is here, and fruition's 37. The trust card came out with it. I'm going to take both of them. It's 32. You're trying to bring something to fruition, right? Like you're trying to manifest something. You could be using the full moons. That could be what you're trying to figure out. Or you could be just using moon energy in general. But something's not here yet, and that's why the trust card is here. And it's also possible that it has something to do with protection, because in the trust card, it's like she's inside the egg protected. But yeah, it's like you're trying to manifest something. You could be getting frustrated, angry, something's taking too long. All right, let's see how you can find balance. Well, you're going to do it. You're going to manifest the thing you want, and that's going to bring the balance. You got number 44, Supermoon attraction, and it literally means that you manifest what it is that you've been trying to bring to fruition. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. I think our anger is going to be our tempers, right? Is going to be key when it comes to this specific full moon. All right, Sandra, you are next. I'm going to grab your hello. So is it Jamile? Is that how you say it? Not Jamila? So no I, is it an A instead? Or it is at the end. Jamila. Okay, am I not putting enough now I gotta know. I'm invested. So we have Sandra, Dream Sequa, Michelle, Diana, Starluva, and William. It's quiet tonight. We got a lot of silent watchers. Jamia. Oh yeah, silly me. And I'm Spanish, y'all. Like, come on. Okay, she says Jamilia. Like Amelia? No way. Is it Jamilia? That would be so cool. That sounds like Amelia, right? My stepdaughter's name is Amelia. Sandra's like, where's my reading? I love it. Jamilia. Oh my gosh. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad I finally said it right. I'm sorry I said it wrong all them times. All right. All right, Sandra. She said I'm chill. All right, let me grab the screen. All right, here we go. First thing I'm going to look at is your current energy. Do you feel, how do you feel, Sandra? I feel like it's still, I don't know. I feel like the energy for this full moon has been building since the new moon eclipse. So it's like we went through the eclipse energies, which are powerful in itself. And then we're coming back out of that and getting slung right into Aries, Hunter Supermoon. All right. I guess I shouldn't ask you how you feel right before I pull your current energy card. Ooh, she gets the unexpected card. It's the blue moon. It's actually my favorite. And that's how you feel, right? You're just sitting there like kind of just waiting, expecting the unexpected. Let's look at inner child wound that's coming to a surface. With the expected unexpected card, Sandra, I'm getting this energy like you want something, but you have this feeling like, oh, it's never going to happen. And Spirit's saying, expect it. Expect it to happen. All right, inner child wound coming to the surface is that abundance card again. I feel like we're probably going to see that a lot tonight because this Aries energy is really pulling that out. But it's that feeling of lack. It's that feeling like you don't have enough of something or like you're always running short. What's that saying? There's a saying, a daily dollar short. You know what I mean? But you could feel that since, like, from childhood, you've been trying to have enough of something or struggled to have enough of something. All right, let's look at where tempers could be flaring with the Aries full moon. We have new beginnings coming out. Okay, so it's not actually the new beginning that is causing tempers to flare. It's number 2, so that number 2 is going to be significant to you in some way. But it's the archway that is sticking out to me. If you notice on the card, it's darker, like where the person took this picture, right? And then it's like through the archway is the light. So the first thing that came to me is like marriage. But it's not someone like your tempers. Well, I mean, tempers could flare with someone you're married to now, but I know you, and I'm just saying that this is a past energy, a past person, and it's like tempers could flare in that situation where you feel like something in their energy or something with your interaction with them is always dark, and you're trying to figure out like how can I make this situation lighter? How can I make it not so heavy with this person? Make it not so sad or depressing with this person? Like whatever that type of situation is. So that's where tempers could be flaring. It also could be too where like you're in dark night of the soul type of energy, and it's like you're wanting to come out. Here's something I realized about dark night of the soul. a lot of times when we're on that brink of taking control back, or like, when we start implementing all our like spiritual practices, and we come out, we get pulled out of dark night of the soul, right? When things like the scales balance in a more positive, or like more towards the light, right? A lot of times when that happens, let's picture those scales for a moment, the Libra scales. It's like a lot of times when you're on the brink of coming out of dark night of the soul, the tiniest pebble can fall on that other scale and sling you right back in, right? And it's almost like it's a testing period, because it's almost like um, you start to come out, and it's like these little things happen, and you go back, and you come out, you go back, you come out, and it's like you have to implement what you've learned while you were in dark night of the soul each time, right? Each time. um I'm hearing something about daily daily practices could definitely be helpful, especially when it comes to like that energy of that person I was picking up. So I feel like, um, something that could be helpful, like more like meditating, morning practices, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing could be helpful, so that if you do have to, deal with this person, you can deal with them in a calmer, lighter way. All right, let's pull a card to help you find balance. We have the trust card. And the trust card is just that simple. It's number 32, and it's just saying that trust situation is going to work out. But also the protection card is here again. So, I mean, I'm kind of feeling that energy with this card. It's like, trust that your journey is protected. Trust that you're protected. Trust that the thing that you want is protected, right? And I think, honestly, the thing you just want is just peace. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. I'm so sorry. There was no way I was going to be able to mute it in time. She says, peace. Yes. All right. Oh, no. I know. It's so loud every time I drop my vape, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. Dream sequence. Oh, thank you, Diana. Dream sequence is next. Sorry. I can't believe it's only an hour and 12 minutes. That's so weird. I feel like we've been here a lot longer than that. I thought the Aries full moon stuff was going to take so long. I don't know. It's like I write notes, like pages, notes and notes on this stuff, and then it's like when I actually talk it, say it, speak it, it goes so fast. So it's like, wow, it's not as long as I thought it was going to be. All right. Dream sequence, Aries full moon. Let's look at what energies you're working with. Ooh, we have the resistance card coming out. The resistance card comes out a lot when we're trying to let something go. We're having to like get out of our comfort zone, and so we hold on, and we hold on very tightly to just about anything we can grasp to, because we don't want to leave our comfort zone, right? And our comfort zone, I always say, is not necessarily comfortable. It's just what we know. So we think that we have control in that situation. So we want to stay there. The resistance card and the Queen of the Moon definitely says that you need to open release the grip, and let things flow the way they're supposed to. So that's where you're at right now. It's number 25. Let's look at inner child wound. Have boundaries coming out. So something could have happened to you in your younger years that is causing you to struggle when it comes to personal boundaries, when it comes to implementing personal boundaries and enforcing personal boundaries. It's actually really collective for most divine feminines. All right, let's look at where tempers may flare. Where tempers may flare. We have the purity card. This is that energy where it's like someone who thinks they're always right, or someone who thinks they're better, something like that. So you could be dealing with someone that has that type of energy, and that could cause tempers to flare. You could also be trying to wipe the slate clean, and that could be causing you like your own frustrations in your own personal journey, not with that other energy that I picked up. All right, let's look at what will bring you balance. What can bring you balance? We have the Hunger Moon. It's the Wolf card, the Wolf Moon card. Okay, so the Hunger card talks about how we have this wolf within us. Well, we have two wolves, right? The good and the bad. And it's like, which wolf are you going to feed? If you put more positive things in yourself, then you're feeding the good wolf and you make good decisions and behave in good ways, right? And if you are putting more negative energies into yourself, then it's like you're feeding the bad wolf, right? And that's going to cause more negative energy. So which wolf are you going to feed? All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Oh, she said, I have no idea what I should give up or release. I filed for divorce. Maybe expectations. I don't know. When I got married, I definitely thought I was going to be married forever and ever, and it was definitely a struggle to realize that like my life wasn't going to be the way I thought it was going to be, right? Like I had to, you know, regroup, rebuild type of thing. It could just be expectations, dream sequence. All right, Michelle is next. Michelle on Facebook. Then we have Diana, Starluva, and William. All right, Michelle, let's look at the energies you're working with currently. We have surrender. It's number 26, pretty easy. Um, this is definitely like laying your burden at Spirit's feet. Your faith has overcome your fear. All right, let's look at inner child wound that could be coming to the surface with this moon, the protection card again. I feel like a lot of us probably didn't feel very protected in our childhood years. I feel like a lot of us could feel like our foundation, I feel like that's really collective, right? Was built on false premises, right? Or like false beliefs, or like beliefs that like our parents gave us, and then come to find out that's not actually the case, right? Something like that. So it's like you could have felt like you've always had to fight and protect yourself, or I don't know, something. And it's like that could be coming to a surface. But the red cardinal just stuck out to me as well. So you could be more protected than you know. The red cardinal a lot of times represents passed on loved ones. Let's look at where your temper may flare. The trust card coming out. The numbers are sticking out 26, 24, 32. And this is actually about, so in the trust card, it shows two people actually in the egg. They're holding each other. And then the nest on the front. This could have something to do with someone that you've created a child with. And that could be where tempers may flare. And let's get balance, how you can bring balance to that situation. The beauty card comes out. And the beauty card talks about seeing the beauty in all situations. And there's something about the face that's sticking out to me. If this is about a child, right, it's very possible that you could see the beauty of the situation through the child's face. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Or when you look at her face, something like that. All right. And I don't know why I picked her. Pooja. Hello, Pooja. We can absolutely add Pooja to the list. All right. I didn't mean to click on that. There we go. Diana is next. Diana, if you could say hi to me in the comments. Perfect. All right, Diana, let's see what energies you're working with currently. We have the void. It's the dark moon card. We just had the new moon. It was on October 2nd. So we're live streaming on October 6th. Remember, we are always a week ahead. So guys, if you're looking to see what's happening this week, you can always find that over on my YouTube channel under the live tab. But we always try to stay a week ahead. And with the full moon coming, so far at the end of that week, it's almost like we're 2 weeks ahead here. But right now, you are actually still, I'm feeling, in that eclipse energy. The dark moon, the void, it's like something could have happened, like some type of pause or reset has happened with that eclipse energy. And that energy is definitely still lingering. All right, let's look at inner child wound that may resurface with this Aries full moon. We have the balance card coming out. I mean, that could mean a lot of things. Number 19 is here, so that could be significant to you. But just finding balance in all aspects in general. So, I mean, it could feel that this could be really specific too. It doesn't necessarily have to be a general, like broad, out of balance. I think it's more about the discernment. So you see the clouds around her head. There's that one card, we've seen it earlier, and it was called discernment. And it talks about like not being able to figure something out, or like being like foggy brained, right? Like having this, foggy type of energy where you can't see things clearly or figure something out. I think for you, inner child wound, this could just be about not knowing or understanding how to maintain balance in life. And that could be in a lot of different aspects, of course. It could be about feeling emotionally imbalanced as well, because the moon phases are all hanging down from her cloud. All right, let's look at where tempers may flare. Oh. All right, Diana, you have 44 supermoon attraction. It could be about something you're trying to manifest, but I don't necessarily think so. That's not true. It could be something that many people around you, like you're trying to all manifest the same thing. But it's like something about what it is that everybody wants could cause tempers to flare. Something about how quickly it comes in. Something about keeping a positive attitude. All right, let's look at how you can find balance in the situation. New beginnings comes out, and it's number 2. So the whole time I was reading your reading, there was this like background message I was getting, like where we create our life, we create our future, we create our reality, we create everything that we experience. We create these things with our thoughts, and there's something here about like trying to stay positive, but it's like you try to stay positive, and then like something happens, and it's like let's say it's someone who's trying to keep their energy high vibrational, so they're trying to stay in like unconditional love and enlightenment, but it's like things happen to cause fear or anger or all these lower vibrational energies, so it's like it starts to bring you down, so you go and you try to do something, listen to high frequency music or meditate or just self-care, rest, and you try to do something to like calm that energy, and it's like it happens over and over. It's like you're constantly being triggered or constantly being pulled back into some type of cycle. But it was like background message. So how you're going to find balance is going to be starting over, new beginning, new start. Try not to manifest or draw in something you've already done, like something that didn't work previously won't work again. You're going to have completely new start, new beginning, scratch the surface, rebuild. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Star Luva is next. Thank you, Diana. All right, Star Luva, say hi to me in the comments. And thank you for waiting so patiently. All right, Star Luva, let's do your current energy. How are you feeling right now? We have the darkness card coming out. It's long night moon, so it's a little bit different than the void card. The void card is like a pause and reset. The long night moon darkness card is this energy like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? And again, the eclipse is sticking out to me in this picture. So again, you could be having like lingering energies from that Libra new moon solar eclipse that we just experienced. It could have something to do with loneliness. It could have something to do with a partnership. It could have something to do with like somebody not giving equal effort. And it's number 40. All right, let's look at inner child wound that may resurface. We have wisdom coming out, number 22. You could be learning about inner child wounds. I heard the word sacral chakra. You could be learning about chakras. You could have some type of like shame, guilt, remorse, something like that, like stored in the sacral chakra that could be causing some type of blockage. But I feel like you're learning about it, like you're already aware of the situation. All right, let's look at where tempers may flare. You have the willpower card. So someone could test your willpower. You could feel like the universe is testing your willpower. You could want someone to do something and it's like they're fighting back with their willpower. That could definitely cause some tempers to flare. So you have 40, 22, and number 13. And let's see where you're going to be able to find some balance. The beauty card again. All right, it's number 20. So the beauty card again, it's like you're going to be able to see something from a different perspective. For some of you, it's like it might be okay. So in the beauty card, it shows a face. The petals of the flower make the lips. There's a butterfly makes the nose. The leaves of this petal off this flower make the eyes and the brow. So it's like for some of you, it's like you're actually being able to see someone, look at them in the face, and see like the positive that came out of a challenging situation. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Starleaf. I hope that was helpful. All right, Junior is next. Say hi to me in the comments, please. And then we're going to wrap it up with Pooja. I see Catherine coming in on Facebook. Guys, don't forget fire signs tomorrow night at 9. And I do need to make some type of announcement because I'm fixing to be watching my newest grandson. Y'all, I'm so excited about that. But schedule is going to be changing. I know we all kind of get, and comfortable in a certain routine. But unfortunately, I am going to have to change it up a little bit. And honestly, I have not decided. I don't know if I'm going to go to mornings and be doing morning lives, or if I'm just going to do them a little bit earlier. But I know that I will not be able to keep the 9 p.m. live just because my schedule is going to be leaning more towards the mornings. So yeah, so just kind of keep an eye out. I will, of course, try to keep a notification, put something out saying that schedule has changed, or what time it's going to be, anything like that. And also I have finally made my decision with StreamYard and Restream. I am going to be leaving StreamYard, and I'm so very sad to be saying that. I've been with StreamYard since 2020, so super sad to see them go, but it is time to change and move up. And I have found Restream that has a lot of different options, a lot of newer, updated, things that we can do on our lives that could be more interactive with everyone. I just think it's more of what we need, and really just kind of relates more with PLR right now for where we're headed. So yeah, big changes happening over here, right? But yeah, and we can add Catherine, absolutely. But yeah, so if you guys see all the changes and stuff, just know it's just part, it's the end of an era. That's literally what's happening. We're experiencing it in all aspects of our life. So many of us are rebranding ourselves, and so many of us that, especially entrepreneurs, those of you that, have your own YouTube channels or read tarot or whatever, holistic healing practices you are providing a service for, right? Like we're all in a time of rebranding. It's, out with the old and in with the new, right? Yes. Diana says, I want to be here Friday for the air signs, my son's birthday. I love it. Or won't be here. I understand. All right, here we go with Williams. And we're looking at Aries full moon. The first thing I'm going to do is start with current energy. So this full moon is still a little ways out, but I feel like it's going to be, it is the biggest supermoon, so it's the closest to the earth. It's going to be the most felt full moon, and very possible that you will feel these energies much sooner than the peak illumination on October 17th. All right, so current energy, trying to find balance. Again, the discernment. Again, the moon phase is sticking out to me. I feel like you're trying to figure something out that would bring balance in general. All right, inner child wound that could be coming to the surface. We have the growth card. The roots stick out to me. Divine timing is also here. So it could be something about where you came from. There could be like some abandonment issues, especially like with the roots card is giving me like fourth house, and that's where we look at like home, parents type of energy. But divine timing is like you're taking control back, taking power back. It's like it's time. That energy is sticking out as well. Where tempers may flare. I keep trying to cough, so there could be throat chakra issue. All right, where tempers may flare, we get the will card again. I love that these cards are like, you see me shuffling and you see how they're coming out in the same position. It's very collective energies, right? It's like we're all going to be feeling this very fiery and feisty full moon. But your willpower, and this could also be someone's willpower coming up against you as well. All right, let's see where you may find balance in the situation. We have the self-love, self-care card come out. And guys, honestly, that's going to be my best advice that I can give you. If you feel like you're getting hot-headed, step back. Take some time to yourself. If you feel like people are just getting on your nerves, you know, solitude. Spend time alone. Spend time with like just you and spirit. But self-love and self-care is definitely going to be like the guidance that's going to help you get through this, you know, very passionate full moon. All right, William, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. It feels weird calling you William. All right, Pooja's turn. Pooja, if you can say hi to me in the comments. Himani says, I can't sleep. I'm feeling restless. All right, Pooja. Aries full moon. Ooh, I just thought of it, and I'm gonna do it because I really love Pooja. Well, May. There we go. Pooja really likes a sacred traveler. Let's swap it up a little bit. All right, Pooja, current energy. Let's see what you're dealing with right now. Solitude comes out. In silence, peace prevails. You could be thinking about breaking the silence with someone. The little bird is sticking out to me. So, like the little bird on her shoulder, it's giving me that like that message a little bird told me. So you could have recently gotten a message or someone told you something, Pooja, and it's like you may be wanting to break the silence with someone. Maybe you're wanting to confirm something. All right, let's look at an inner child wound that may be coming to the surface as you deal with this Aries full moon. View from above, get the big picture. What stuck out to me is all the movement in the picture. So there's something about a firm foundation. Again, it's like she's up in the air. She's not on solid ground. So I feel like that's collective for a lot of us. It's like we feel like in our childhood, we weren't really maybe protected as much as we felt like we needed to be. We weren't like our foundation wasn't solid. Something about that, like feeling like things are up in the air. All right, where tempers may flare, Pooja, as you experience the Aries full moon. We have traveling lightly, simplify your life. Pooja, if you are going to be traveling during the Aries full moon, I talked about it at the beginning of the live. The energy does say that travel is actually going to be, you may experience some good luck with traveling. So if you do decide to go anywhere, that definitely could be helpful. Simplify your life is what's going to help you keep the temper from flaring, right? All right, let's see where you can find some balance as you work through the Aries full moon. Great adventure, take a risk and venture forward. I think you're going somewhere, Pooja. Where are you going? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope it was helpful. And then we added Catherine. Is that correct? Um, that would be super cool. Um, Super made me nervous, but I'm gonna say, heck yeah, why not, right? I like Kit's question. Let's do that next. Pooja says, I am going towards my soul purpose. I love it, Pooja. All right, let's do Catherine's real quick. So I haven't watched the news since the Hurricane Helene because it was I don't know, tearful, right? It was tough. It was hard. So I haven't really watched too much news. I did have that TikTok take off. I made a TikTok about the hurricane relief efforts where like all the citizens were, bringing relief efforts to everyone. That was kind of cool. But I did see where there's other hurricanes out there, and we talked about it at the beginning of this live too, because of the two, the second mini moon. It's actually not a mini moon, y'all. It's just an asteroid. And I say it's just an asteroid. It's an asteroid the size of a bus. That has, in its trajectory and it's, where it's going through space, it happens to get sucked into the moon's orbit for about a month and a half. Two and a half, right? How long was it? 2.5. From September to November. All right, Catherine, let's go back to Queen of the Moon. And let's do current energy. We have that realization card coming out. It's number 3. So you could have just figured something out. Key that unlocks the door. You could be standing on the brink of some type of realization. Let's look at inner child wound that could be coming to the surface with this hot Aries full moon. We have gratitude is here. It's not the gratitude, it's the person in the background. You could have a lost, passed on loved one here. You could feel like as a child, you could have lost someone as a child. It could have something to do with abandonment, feeling left behind. All right, let's look at where tempers may flare with this full moon. We have resistance coming out. So something you're trying to hold on to needs to be released. That could be someone around you as well, Catherine. Someone could be trying to hold on to you. And that could cause tempers to flare. All right, let's look at balance. How you can find balance in the situation. Look at that. Full moon power comes out and the patience card comes out. The full moon power, implement what you know. The patience card. So with the patience card, it's a little different because it talks about this energy where spirit doesn't want us to be in a lack mentality. There's actually this Bible verse. I just heard it like just the other day, where it gives the verse in the Bible where spirit says like, don't, God says, don't live in lack, right? So the point of the patience card is like living like you have everything you need, or you're expecting, like, it's coming, right? Like you're not sitting there worrying and thinking, oh my gosh, something's not going to happen. But the fact that it's coming is like when it comes in, you're going to receive some type of big reward because you knew, you had faith, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right. So she says, apparently the eye of the storm is on its way to Central Florida. I think they said Fort Myers. Tampa is the landing point. I hope it downgrades to tropical storm. Which will be. When are they saying that it'll be there? We got happy family. It shows the rainbow and people holding on to each other. We got the broken heart card. It shows something mending. We have the garden and the gate card. It talks about staying in your comfort zone or in your safe place. And we have the community card. And I just want to show you because I'm seeing it. The angel of strength card here. I mean, all these cards, it's not hard to read tarot, y'all. It's not hard to, it may be hard for people to read the energies on certain things, but sometimes the cards are so clear that it's not hard to put the pieces together and see what it's saying. But because I want to stick to the positive of the situation right now, I'm going to point out the fact that, one, the angels are here, and two, the community is here. And I talked about it because that's what I made my video on TikTok. There was and I don't know if it was a rumor. See, this is another thing that you have to worry about with this full moon, because somebody could say something and not be true. It's going to get your feelings like all up in the air about something, and then you find out later that that's not even a true situation, right? But there was too many people saying this thing that made me believe that it was true. And it was that the hurricane victims were not getting relief efforts, and that people were being turned away. People bringing donations were being turned away. They were told it was unsafe in the area, which I totally get that, right? We all get that. Like we know when people go to a natural disaster place to bring relief and donations and whatever. Like, they know what they're getting themselves into when they go, right? Like, they don't go thinking, oh, I'm going to go and if I happen to get hurt, they're going to stop helping these other people and they're going to come help me. Like, that's ridiculous, right? Like, clearly people know what they're getting themselves into when they line up in their convoy of trucks and head to North Carolina with all the supplies, right? Like, they know. But I've seen so many different, and you can tell, like, clearly it's got me. It's got me frustrated. But anyway, I've seen so many people saying they couldn't get there. They were being threatened with arrest. They were being threatened with all these things if they try to go help these people. I read this one specific article that Diana sent me. I will probably never forget, where it's like the guy was trying to help these people that were stranded on this mountain, and he had a helicopter, and he was like, well, I got this helicopter, I'm going to go help these people. And he was bringing them back to like the base place. He could only bring them one at a time. And he got to this place where it was like a husband and a wife, and his son is his co-pilot, right? So he leaves his son, the co-pilot, with the husband, and then he takes the wife and takes her back. Well, they get threatened that they're going to go to jail, and he's like, you can't go fly back up there. He's like, well, I'm gonna fly back up there because my kid's up there, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, all these different stories, and it ticks me off so bad. But what was amazing to me is I was scrolling through my TikTok. People were making video after video of people that didn't care. Don't tell Americans that they can't go help someone. Like, that's the dumbest thing to ever do. They were just lines. They just rows. I don't even know how. I can't explain to you the numbers of people that went anyway, and they just, with their own helicopters, with their own planes, with their own trucks, with their own semis, they didn't care, and they're bringing relief efforts, and they're there now trying to help, trying to do the things, right? So it's like, I mean, is it the broken heart card? If I'm being completely 100% honest here, it just tells me that this energy is already wounded, and it's very possible that it may take more wounding. So keep your families close, stay in a safe place, understand that you're protected by angels, and that the community has your back. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it right there. That was probably one of the most interesting reads I've ever done. It says, don't turn a blind eye to pretend their personal world has no problem. I get that. Yes, yeah. Very frustrating situation. I feel like they got their head out of their butts, though. They realize there's too many of us. There's just too many of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. And I think, honestly, it wasn't like they were trying to, like, keep people from bringing in relief or donations. I think that they just panicked. It's almost like they weren't prepared. And I don't understand that, because we watch the weather and it's like, we know. So it's like, I don't understand how they're not prepared. But yeah, it's almost like somebody just wasn't prepared and just knee-jerk reaction type of thing. But it was like, this is not the time. This is 2024. Pluto is here causing so much disruption. And it's like, people need to be at their utmost compassion right now. Like, we don't need to be trying to be short or smart asses or, this type of thing, especially somebody in that type of situation, right? Yeah. All right. Can you pull a card for those impacted on our friend? We just did that whole reading. That's the whole reading. Oh, thank you. She says, I appreciate and thank you myself and the collective and those impacted. I appreciate you, Kat. Thank you very much. All right, guys. I will be back tomorrow night. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Come back. Join me 9 p.m. And yeah, I'll see everyone there. I hope everything was helpful tonight. If you guys got a reading, if it resonated, please make sure to tap that like button for me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, join, follow, all that good stuff. Oh, no worries, Dana. Thank you, all my moderator ladies who came and helped with the list. I appreciate all of you so very much. And I hope to see all of you tomorrow evening. All right, guys. I love y'all. I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.